We should then have only to include the North in our confederacy, which would be of course in the First War, and we should have such an empire for liberty as she has never surveyed since the creation. We shall divert through our own country a branch of commerce which the European states have thought worthy of the most important struggles and sacrifices, and in the event of peace on terms which have been contemplated by some powers we shall form to the American Union a barrier against the dangerous extension of the British province of Canada and add to the empire of liberty an extensive and fertile country, thereby converting dangerous enemies into valuable friends. My essay in architecture has been so much subordinated to the law of convenience, and affected also by the circumstance of change in the original design, that it is liable to some unfavorable and just criticisms. But this momentous question, like a fire bell in the night, awakened and filled me with terror. I find friendship to be like wine, raw when new, ripened with age, the true old man's milk and restorative cordial. No occupation is so delightful to me as the culture of the earth, and no culture comparable to that of the garden, but though an old man, I am but a young gardener. I cannot live without books, but fewer will suffice where amusement, and not use, is the only future object. This institution, University of Virginia, will be based on the illimitable freedom of the human mind. For here we are not afraid to follow truth wherever it may lead, nor to tolerate any error so long as reason is left free to combat it. But whether I retire to bed early or late, I rise with the sun. I hold it that a little rebellion now and then is a good thing, and as necessary in the political world as storms in the physical. Mr. J went to his apartments, the door of which is never opened but by himself, and his retirement seemed so sacred that I told him it was his sanctum sanctorum. I have sworn upon the altar of God, eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. But as it is, we have the wolf by the ear, and we can neither hold him, nor safely let him go. Justice is in one scale, and self-preservation in the other. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Never trouble another for what you can do yourself. Never spend your money before you have it. Never buy what you do not want. Because it is cheap, it will be dear to you. Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst, and cold. We never repent of having eaten. Yeah.